Hi, Coach.
That's fine.
No, I'm definitely not going to have that.
We'll go ahead and get started. First question, Mark Berman.
Hey, Stephen, how are you?
I'm good.
Do you have an update on Victor Oladipo?
Yeah, he's out tomorrow.
Do you have any more of a time frame beyond that?
Not really. He's moving around a little better today. He got a few shots up, but he's definitely not ready to play. So no tomorrow, and we'll get closer.
Thank you.
Christos Saltis.
Hello, Coach. I'd like to ask you, you saw the video of the game last night. What would you like to change about the game against the Wizards?
I think our defensive approach should be better. We need to contain the basketball better. A lot of the things that the Knicks did to us was like just driving the ball one-on-one, attacking the paint, and then drawing help. And, kicking the shooters, hitting guys for lobs, or scoring themselves. So we watched the film today, and that was like the main thing is like the defensive attitude that you need to have when it comes to just one-on-one type stuff, but also the help and being early in the help positions and making sure that we are. I think a good indicator of our defense is if we are either taking charges or attempting to take charges. And I think we only had just one attempted charge, and it was Cuz towards the end of the game when they overruled it. But, if we're in the right spots helping, then we're going to get some of those, and we're going to get some turnovers and that sort of thing. So that was one of the things that I talked about today. And then obviously the offensive part as far as creating good shots for our teammates. And we continue to do that. And we're going to continue to shoot those shots.
Jonathan Fagan.
John has talked about considering himself to be the franchise player for this team. Besides playing very well, what do you view the responsibilities that come with that to be?
He's a leader on and off the floor. He's someone who I go to quite a bit to ask his opinion about a little bit of everything, practice plans, play calls. He just has a way of, I guess he just has a really good basketball IQ. Like he could be a coach when he retires if he wants to be, and he's someone that I lean on quite a bit. Like today we were going over coverage, and I was kind of betwixt in between what I wanted to do with the coverage, and he stepped right out and we talked about it, and he was in front of the group kind of saying what he thought would be the best way, and we conferred about it, and I think he was right about it. So having a player that can do that helps a coach, helps a team, and that really can help us kind of get out of what we're going through right now and moving forward.
Kelly Iko.
Hey, Coach. Obviously, this team has gone through adversity before, for a different scenario. But going through it now again, what would you say is the most important thing to lean on, during these next couple games?
I think our togetherness as a group has to be something that we can control. Doing things that we can control and worrying about those things as far as creating good shots for us and our teammates, making sure that we're executing on both ends of the floor, that sort of thing. Really, so as we've been kind of going through this journey of this season, a lot of times I've been talking about the controllables and really concentrating on the things that you can't control, especially when there is a storm brewing around you. And this is just another one of those cases where you have to really lock in on the controllables, what you can control. And one of the things that I've been talking to the team a lot about is, well, I guess it's two things. It's what can I do to play well? What is it going to take for me to play well? What are the things that I can do so I am contributing? But it's also, what are the things that I can do to help the man next to me play well? And what are the things that I can do to help the team play well? So sometimes those don't match up as far as, your individual success versus the team success. And really, it's up to each individual and me as a coach to point out the things that help us as a group play well. And that's what we've been concentrating on.
Thank you.
Mark Berman.
Stephen, you've been asked a variety of questions about your defense over the last recent period of time. What y'all have had stretches where you've obviously played very good defense. So when you're not, is it more intangibles as opposed to X's and O's? It's a mixture of how do you view all that?
Yeah, I mean, there's some X's and O's to it. And I think we have a really good staff and a really good group of people kind of coming up with the scouting reports and ways to play teams, and there are adjustments made during games. But at times it could just be not even the effort, just like the attention to detail that it takes to be a good defensive team. So if we're switching, we need to be aggressive in our switching. If we're not switching, we have to be one step further to be in help. And then if we're in help, we have to be one step quicker to rotate and help the next man. So it's a little bit of both. It's the X's and O's part, which is something that we are strong at and we are in tune to, but there's also the actual execution of it. And going from starting Christian to starting Cuz to playing small ball with Tuck at the 5 to playing small ball with Tate at the 5. Those are 4 very different styles of offense and defense, for that matter. But it's 4 kind of very different styles of play that we have to get used to and execute better at.
Adam Spollen.
Stephen, as Kelly mentioned, you guys have gone through some adversity this season, but you've come out of it and you've had really good stretches. Does that make it easier to kind of sell that message that that things can easily turn around just in the blink of an eye?
Yeah, I mean, it's the NBA. Things go from good to bad and bad to good quickly. And I've seen that over the last 20 years. We've been in situations where we've lost many more than 5 games in a row, and you're always trying to search for the silver lining or the thing that brings the group together or the positivity in the situation, because it would be very easy to be negative in this situation after losing 5 games in a row. But I choose to not be negative, but point out the things that we can do better, and like you're saying, point towards the positive things that have happened during the season where we have fought through adversity and come out on the right side of it.
Kaylee Griffin.
Hey, Coach, kind of going off of what Adam just asked, where is the mindset of the team right now, the attitude of the group coming off now 5 games in a row, looking to get back on track, and who has stepped up and taken control as like, okay, we're going to head in the right direction? Who has been some of the players that have led the team in that positivity?
Yeah, all things kind of being said, there's positivity in the locker room. There's positivity on the practice court right now. We know that we're better than we've shown over the last few games. We know that there are things that we need to clean up, fix, and do better. But I would say the voices that are the veterans. The voices are John Wall. The voices are Eric Gordon. The voices are DeMarcus Cousins. So those are the guys who are helping us through the tough times. And every team has them during an NBA season, and we're going through ours right now, and we're going to come out of them.
Thank you, Coach.